Happy whatever day of the week it is today. I believe we're at Wednesday, right?
They caught me.
Is it Wednesday?
Yep.
So
All day.
my favorite thing. Now, we live in Mexico. We've done some pretty awesome things.
Am I your favorite thing?
You are. But my second favorite thing would be my granddaughters.
Oh gosh. Okay, they can rank up there.
Well, in my kids, obviously we love our children, but we were just chatting.
We love our grandkids more, just saying.
We do.
All 4 of you.
So when we were heading to the store the other day.
And to be clear, sorry, 3 grandkids, 4 kids. Okay, that's what I meant by all 4 of you. Don't think I had another grandbaby that you don't know about.
Good morning, Pat.
Sorry, carry on.
Is it Mother's Day today?
It is Mexican Mother's Day. Yes, I haven't got that yet.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thanks, Pat. Thank you, Pat.
Thank you for knowing, Pat. That's fantastic. May 10th is Mother's Day in Mexico. Not really a national holiday, but pretty darn close. So I was just chatting about on Sunday, we were walking to the store, Taylor and I, because Christy needed some stuff. So as we're going, I'm like, buenas tardes, to the people as we're going along, which is good afternoon in Spanish. Taylor was shocked. She's like, Papa, where did you learn that? And I said, I've lived here 20 years. I've learned a few things. Christy corrected me and said what I should have said was that it was from listening to her. So, and next time I will do that. But it's just fascinating to me that this young girl, which wasn't even conceived or believed or even ideated when we moved to Mexico.
Ideated? Is that a word?
Ideated is a word.
That's a cool word.
It's a tech word. But she wasn't even thought of. And here she is now, many years later, wondering how the heck I learned any Spanish.
How we've learned Spanish.
Without her.
Well, and I've got to say, I don't know if I've said this before, and I don't think I have. The same day. No, the couple days, whatever. I think it was the same day. We were in the pool. And no, we were watching TV. Never mind. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
She's making it up.
The girls were here. We were watching TV. YouTube Kids wasn't working. It froze. So I turned the TV off and I said, we're just going to wait a little bit. And I said, let's count to 10. So Taylor and Amberlyn and I were counting to 10, 1, 2, 3, nice and slow. And then I said, now in Spaniel, because Taylor calls it Spaniel, not Espanol, just Spaniel. So they're looking at me and I start counting to 10. 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3. They're both looking at me, eyes wide. Nana, that was very good. Where did you learn that? So cute. So cute. It
is beyond adorable having your grandkids try and teach you another language.
Yes.
And to hear them just go from Spanish to English English at the drop of a hat, and they're perfect. Yeah. It's amazing to me. Absolutely, utterly amazing.
Yeah.
And I mean, all 4 of our kids speak Spanish.
Stinking adorable.
But they had to learn it. We saw the pain. We saw the exhaustion that they went through. Because people don't realize when you're speaking another language, there is some huge brain processes in play. And it can be exhausting, absolutely exhausting. So thank you to my wife. She got me the Relax Cup today because obviously she thinks I need to relax. We are heading to the office today, which I found out, which is a good day to meet at our office because we don't have any real appointments. Now, yesterday, we did one of our appointments via the video phone, like the cell phone. It's just absolutely amazing how we can do stuff now.
So we showed a property virtually to our clients. We walked through in person and they got to watch and critique and ask and check, and it was good.
I love that we can do that.
Yeah.
So there was not much good that came from the C word for the last 3 years, but I think that this is good. It's pushed everybody now. I mean, we've been selling properties without people with physically stepping foot in the property long before the C word happened. But now it's good to see other agents kicking in and using this because we've been so much higher tech than most people here. Even our emails, we'll do video emails. So I'll send a video and people are like, wow, this is amazing. And I mean, we're 3 years into the C thing and still you think it would be fine. But people are still amazed that we can do that. And they'll watch it over and over and over.
Well, because it's a different idea than, because they've probably done other Zoom calls with the different types of providers, but to search for homes via Zoom is an interesting. It's a little unnerving for people, and we totally get that. We don't expect you to just be like, oh yeah, that's it. But at the same time, when you're looking for a certain type of property, and there's not a lot availability, you gotta jump on it sometimes.
There is only one house that matches what these guys are looking for. They're like,
Yeah.
how do we put an offer in on something where there's only one of them? I'm like, because you need to rely on 20 years of experience. For me combined, we're like 37 years. So just please let us help you. And we also offer the no lemon guarantee, which I love. The no lemon guarantee, which is a terrible name. My coach keeps giving me heck for it. And it just says that if you buy something and you find that it's really not for you, wrong neighborhood, wrong whatever, we will sell it if you guys sell it.
I think we need to put that in writing. And I think we stick with the no lemon guarantee because people understand, although it is not the best terminology, we can make it funny but still very serious, because people understand immediately when you say no lemon, they understand what you mean by that.
And the reason we had to do that is because you've got so many people that have been renting properties that want to buy a place and they can't, because in the old days, you used to rent one place and that was your place for the entire season. Well, those days have changed because of the VRBOs and the Airbnbs. So people will go and they'll get kicked out for 3 weeks or 4 weeks because the owner of the property is getting 5 times, 10 times more than they're getting for the rent that they pay for the long-termers. So it's the ability for us to be able to tell people, hey, you don't have to rent. You can just go directly into a property, or for people that can't physically be here. There's many reasons why we offer the no lemon guarantee. We've offered this now for 4.5 years, have yet to claim it or have anybody claim it on us. But it's something that we offer just to give people that peace of mind.
So I just want to say good morning to Lori, Glenda, Julie, Curtis. Good morning, you guys. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Hello.
Sorry. That all of a sudden we had some dead air. What the heck? I was just looking because Sherry Dietz is also saying good morning.
Hello.
Sherry Dietz, Stockwell.
So using, we have SOP, standard operating procedures in our business and outside of our business. So today I am learning SOPs on keyword research, blogging, etc. Because before I pass this on, I need to understand exactly what we're doing, because we have so much positive stuff going on with our website, but it has nothing to do with anything that we're doing up until this point.
Maureen, good morning. How are you guys?
Hello.
I've been just chatting with my cousin this morning, the one that's going to be joining us in Italy, and I'm giving her a few tips on how to make her life easier.
Get rid of your husbands, ladies. That's what Christie's advice is to everybody now.
She's talking about carrying different things, blah, blah, blah. And she says, well, is John going to carry like a fanny pack or anything? And I said, no, probably a backpack. She says, oh, yeah, I should get Dan one too, and he can carry a backpack. And I said, of course, because then when we buy stuff, they get to carry it.
Yeah, we're the pack mules for our women folk.
So it's just funny. I mean, I'm very excited about our trip to Italy in general, but I'm super excited about this time that we get to spend with Dan and Shelley. I think it's going to be awesome.
So I think we've told you guys a bit about how we're duplicating my voice in AI.
What is that noise? Listen.
It's the dog whining. The dog. Interesting. I don't know what's going on.
That's really weird.
It sounds like he may have swallowed a squeaky toy. But yes, we're duplicating my voice using artificial intelligence. And holy cow, it's freaking amazing. The only problem is I may have to start typing stuff out as it sounds, because it's Puerto Vallarta is what it says I'm saying. And it sounds like me saying that.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Yeah. I've got to say, Maureen just said, I like to think of you guys as designer bags.
Thank you.
I love it, Maureen. That's awesome. Thank you.
Appreciate that. Like
Sherry, to you as well. Feliz Dia de Madre.
It is always nice to hear of myself as a designer bag as opposed to a jackass.
Well, depends on
I guess I could be both.
You could.
I could be both. Yeah, that dog's not sounding really good.
No.
We really got to go check on that dog very soon.
I think his owners are probably not home, so we should probably go check and make sure he's...
Beautiful, stunning dog next door.
Yeah.
Just freaking loud and untrained.
Very loud. His bark. Ooh, baby. Like there are times where we're having dinner and we can't upstairs and we can't visit. It's so his bark is so loud.
So I will tell you why, if I haven't yet, why we're trying to duplicate my voice. We're trying to automate some of the stuff that we do. Some of the stuff that takes a lot of time.
Here, let me take
I
this.
just want to create stuff and then have it go using an API, which actually extracts that stuff to my voice, and then it's me reading what it says. So that way it sounds like it's me, but it's not me. It's absolutely amazing. Probably a year ago, you used to have to do 3 hours of stuff, then 30 minutes, then 3 minutes, and now 30 seconds is all it needs of your voice to clone it. And I just watched some videos this morning talking about how Kanye and those guys have all been duplicated, and now they're putting out AI songs with their voices on it. Record companies are freaking out, which I don't think the record companies own the sound of the voice. So I don't know why they're freaking out, because it should be the artist that is freaking out. But even then, my gosh, the things you can do to create content. You can even use snips from movies, etc., if you're not monetizing it. So if people are making money off of this music, there's really no reason anybody should shut them down. So this whole thing with AI. It's going to take 5 years, 10 years to sort out all of this stuff. What the legal propositions are. We're also going to be getting rid of doctors, which I'm not upset about. Because we will be able to go to a ChatGPT physician, surgeon, everything. And it's not going to be ChatGPT because Microsoft owns that. But what it's done is it's given other people the idea on what to do, because it's been billions of dollars that Microsoft has spent to make ChatGPT. But now you can have your own ChatGPT, and it only takes about $100. So that really screws up their business model.
I'm sorry, I'm so sniffly this morning. It just, I just feel.
Why? Who else was like this in her family? Anybody? Because if you get me sick, I'm going to be very grumpy.
I don't feel sick. I just feel sniffly.
That's true. She was saying, it sounds like I'm not doing well, but I feel fantastic.
Happy Mother's Day, early Mother's Day to all of our friends outside of Mexico. But Mexico, I feel so blessed because I get 2 Mother's Days.
Now, nobody's wished you Mother's Day today. Like, I forgot it was Mother's Day. Shay did.
And Pat did.
Well, Pat.
And Sherry did.
I'm talking the people who aren't here, like your family.
Well, no, because it's Mexican Mother's Day.
But your Shay, your Canadian daughter.
I know. But she's more Mexican than Canadian, I think.
She kind of is.
Maureen says it's allergy season. I don't really have allergies. I don't know what this is exactly.
This is exactly why doctors need to be replaced, because they have no freaking idea what's going on. As we get older, Christy and I's maladies start to become very similar.
Yeah,
now I'm wondering,
it's weird.
Is it viral? Is it bacterial? Is it a presence, resonance, energy thing? It's so crazy. And this is the thing that science can't figure this crap out. We live in this world that is so metaphysical, and I hate that word, but it was Tesla who said that when science gets rid of kind of like the process, the scientific process, and starts to understand there is more to this, we will so quickly advance, years and thousands of years of history.
It sounds like the neighbors are
and
home,
technology will be created and understood. That I'm so excited. There's stuff that now I know to be true that years ago, that's insane. That's stupid. How can that even be possible? But it is.
Yeah. Maureen said, yeah, Mark used to get cramps when I had my period way back when. That's awesome.
I have never had that happen. Mind you, I've never bought Christy women's stuff.
Not once. Has he ever?
Nope.
Not once. He hasn't even bought his own condoms.
Nope.
We don't need them anymore, obviously.
Nope. There was that one time.
There was that one time we didn't want to have another kid.
But that one time you did buy them, you still ended up getting pregnant.
Well, because you have to use them too. Buying them isn't the answer. You have to use them.
They say you must buy them to stop. Oh, something makes sense, but it doesn't.
Oh my God, what a good woman you have.
She is a good woman. She's a great woman. The older I get, the more I realize how incredibly precious and special she is. And I mean that sincerely.
Oh, you're going to make me cry.
Sorry. Yeah, no. But then you just say it's the cold.
Say it's the cold. But it's not a cold per se. Like, I don't feel
sick. Whatever it is.
Okay, it's just my nasals. My nasals.
My nasals are acting up.
My nasals are acting up. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Anyways, yes, I am a saint. I agree. Everybody that knows John knows that I'm a saint. I don't get many people that argue especially once they meet him. No matter what he says in his little world of make-believe, people know that I am the saint in the family.
So we're watching again. Everybody Loves Raymond. Fantastic, amazing.
We're having so much fun watching it. We never really watched, like, we watched bits and pieces.
We only really watched it after we moved to Mexico. I don't even think I watched an episode.
Well, we were younger. It didn't really resonate with us that well. But so to watch it now after all of these years of marriage, and then to look back at what they're going through in pretty much every aspect of dealing with parents, dealing with kids, dealing with each other, dealing with outside. It's like, oh my God, you're just like Ray Romano, only not as rich.
But this is why people love it. It is beloved because it hits so many universal themes.
Yeah, and it's so relatable.
Yeah.
And that's why it did 9 seasons, right? It's just...
I can be very much like Peter Boyle the older I get. Like, he's the father of Raymond. And Christie, obviously, nothing like Marie. But at the same time, she can be. And the thing is, though, he is still sweet. She is still sweet. They love each other. It sounds like they're very grating on each other in an unhealthy way. But at the same time, they love each other incredibly, and nobody can destroy that. So I love that. That theme is very fun. It's just been a
fun show. So when we have a little bit of time and we're vegging out at the end of the evening, we'll watch a couple of episodes, and it's on Amazon Prime down here in Mexico. I don't know if it is anywhere else, but we're watching it on Amazon Prime. And I know that down the road we might have to download it, but I think, did Mike say he had it on DVD? We just have to buy a DVD player.
We don't have any CD players, DVD players.
Bad Moon Rising is the best Everybody Loves episode ever. I'm going to have to check that out, Mike.
Yep. Watched Boob Job last night. That was kind of a fun episode.
Oh, Boob Job, yeah.
The Boob Job episode. That was freaking funny because they go to a party. This woman says she got her boobs done.
And so she's going to low top and she's sticking them out for everybody to see, right? And
Deborah's like, and she let me touch them. And all the guys were like, what? This is the most incredible thing ever.
I've experienced that with him.
Yep.
Because I had a friend that had them done and I didn't touch them, but,
Oh, she did. I don't know.
You have no idea.
I have no idea.
Anyways, carry on.
It was fantastic. So then Deborah pretended she got one. And Raymond's like, he could not talk to her. And it was just so fascinating that these new boobs erased all of these years of marriage and stuff. And he just, wow.
But then it turns out that she didn't.
She pulls out the socks.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. And she was very upset
that he didn't.
Which is a very real, everything is real to the nth degree.
I mean, it's exaggerated reality because
it's a sitcom.
If I wanted to get that done, and if we talked about it, which we have, and I will
pay for that.
Get something like that done after, if I ever get my weight off.
Yeah.
Just to tighten things up a little bit. And because, for here.
But you start to get to a certain age. Like, everybody on Facebook has seen that woman with these incredible boobs, and she's like 90 years old.
Yeah.
She's like a leather bag, but got great boobs.
But see, and that's not the look I want to go either. It's just that I just like things to be a little tighter, so I don't have to wear. I wear a lot of strappy dresses, so anyways, that's way TMI for anybody that's watching. Some of you ladies will relate, but Mike just said I do have it on DVD. Glad to loan it to you anytime. Do you have a DVD player too that we can borrow?
Wait a second, we may have a DVD player because remember that lady said we could take that, so we did. So we may have one somewhere here now.
Well, we might have it in the storage room. Yeah, that's true.
Here's what I cannot figure out. And the more I think about this, the more my brain hurts. You've got all these people collecting all of this stuff. And we've got this shrinking world that just gets smaller and smaller. Like people aren't having kids like they used to. What's going to happen with all this garbage? Like I can't even comprehend this. So you've got all these DVD players that have been made. What's going to happen with them? With the televisions, the CRTs, all that stuff, what happens?
Sorry, I have to go blow my nose again.
It hurts my head to start thinking about all this garbage that we continue to create, and especially in our culture where we're like, you must buy. I have no idea. But the older I get, the less I want to buy. So there's that too. So yeah, I have no idea what is going on in that world. So it is a fascinating thing because Christian and I have talked about a new business idea that we could do here where we could buy properties, the contents of the properties. And then what you do is you just parcel it off and get rid of it, collectibles, that kind of stuff. But then again, I'm wondering, is that anything that would even work in Mexico? It would have to be foreigners that we do this with.
Marina's saying to download it to your computer, but we don't have DVD players on our computers either.
Yeah, but I do download stuff to my computer.
You don't have one on that computer, that big computer? You don't have a DVD player? That's so funny. But he can download it. He'd be able to find it if Prime stopped carrying it before we were done. We're not worried about it, but it's just funny to,
I have all kinds of ways to get stuff. Once it's digitized,
I have asked you to look up some books for me.
We learned how to use our Kindles this morning.
We've
had Kindles for so many years. Christy's like, well, how do you do this? I don't know. How do you do that? Don't know. Watch a video, please. So
it's funny because, when I'm using the Kindle, and I don't use it a ton, but this is my first Kindle. You had one and I shared it with you, and then he forgot it. Probably, I think he forgot it in Mexico City.
I'm pretty sure it was.
And,
the Kindle, learning, YouTube.
So I've got a page open in my Kindle, and I'm like, I want to get out of this page because I want to change to a different book. And I'm like, how do you do it? And I'm pulling it down and pushing it up, and it side to side, and it's not working. And I'm like, John, how do you do that? And he's like, I actually don't know. Sometimes I just, I just fluke into it because obviously I've done it, but I don't know how I did it. So I watched this short little video, and it started at basically the unboxing and how to set it up, which I've already done that part. That was the easy part. It's trying to read is the hard part. So you just touch the top of it, and it opens up to, you can push the home page, or you can change all kinds of things. So
here are pretty all of the movements with the Kindle.
There's only 5 actually.
You've got right, left, slide down, slide up, tap the top of the screen. You now know everything you need to know.
So I listened to it and I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like, John, pause your video because we're going to watch this together. And I turned the volume up and I'm like, we're going to watch this together. That way, if one of us forgot something, because it also showed how to change the fonts and the background colors,
But you need those motions to do all of the rest of the stuff.
So I just thought it was funny that neither of us really knew how to use our Kindles, although we've been using it. And I'm trying to get that kind of stuff ready for our trip because I'm trying to pack light, you guys. It's given me heart palpitations.
You could have brought 5 books or one little bit of Kindle. Little bit of
Kindle.
Little bitty Kindle.
And we have subscribed to Kindle Unlimited, and actually one of the books I wanted to buy for 500 pesos. Now I get it, I'll own it for a long time, but it was a book specifically about Italy for this year. I'm not going to need it if we go to Italy again in 5 years or next year. So anyway, Maureen says, good to know, I'll take my Kindle out of the drawer. If you need, Maureen, I'll send you that little video because I sent it to John so we would have it to remember.
One more incredible thing that you need to know about that I knew nothing about before Sunday. Methylene blue. Methylene blue. It was the very first medicine created by human beings. Medicine that's like a chemical thing. And this was actually created as a blue dye, but then they found out it gets rid of malaria, it gets rid of viruses, bacteria, stuff, and you just take it in the tiniest little bits. All of a sudden, you start thinking better, remembering better, and we've been using this since the mid 1800s. So why are they not telling us how to fix our mitochondrial function? Because it actually creates more mitochondria and better uses oxygen in our body. It's a chemical. And with over 170 years of use in human beings. Fascinating. Methylene blue. Look it up. Wow. How did I miss this?
I just don't know, honey. I just don't know.
Yeah, so I'm going to be buying methylene blue, and it's got to be USP. Don't use this stuff because they use it in fish aquariums and stuff to make fish better, or even as a blue dye.
I'm just sending this to Maureen now so I don't forget later. So you should have it in your messenger, Maureen.
What else have I been learning about? Sadly, not business stuff. I mean, we're learning stuff.
True,
no, we are learning
doing,
stuff.
Yeah,
I'm doing business stuff, but it's the extra stuff.
I think what's happening right now, because for a while there he was just reading and listening to a bunch of business stuff, but not doing it. Now he's doing it, so now he's using his spare time to kind of do things that are more relaxing to him. I think that's kind of what you're doing.
Maybe.
Can you buy it in Mexico, methylene blue?
Look on Amazon. Now, Amazon, I don't know if you want to buy it from there because you've got different things on top of the methylene blue, like it tells you mercury and all this other stuff, because nothing's perfect when you get it. You just want something methylene blue USP, which that just means that you can take it internally. It's made for human beings.
Yeah, we haven't looked to find it yet.
No, but I absolutely will be doing this.
But he's been reading a lot about it.
It increases your oxygen absorption and utilization in your body. And as a person with asthma, that's huge.
Yeah.
So, and I'm thinking that even here, we have some days I'll have my oxygen meter.
What was mine?
Usually it'll be 93, 94, 91, 92.
Yeah.
But sometimes it'll be less, very rarely higher. But I am told with the methylene blue, our body will absorb oxygen way better.
Mine was 91 last night, so not great, but that's because I'm a little congested and I've got some sinus stuff going on.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll live.
As we try, I'm going to get methylene blue in the next few weeks and give that a shot. So that's going to be, I think, very interesting.
Except my thing about it is it turns your lips and teeth and mouth blue.
It's just going to look like I'm one of the kids sucking on a sucker.
Those lollipops.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's so finite, the amount that you use. It just drops.
Mm-hmm. In a bunch of water.
So there's a lot of stuff. I asked ChatGPT, tell me things like food that will harm you that you think is safe. And it's like, hey, I'm not going to help you kill yourself. That's the way ChatGPT starts off with. And I'm like, no, I don't want to kill myself. Just help me do this. Sorry, can't help you. And then you ask ChatGPT another question, but with the same question another way. And ChatGPT is like, oh, this is how you do that. So I don't know how it determines whether I'm trying to kill myself or make myself better. But learning about black licorice, real, true black licorice has some chemical in it which depletes your body of potassium.
Sorry, I've got something in my
mouth.
I'm just a mess today.
People have died from eating too much licorice.
Black licorice, yeah.
So
but that is like real licorice, not Twizzlers.
Not the chemicals crap. Like we're talking
which
from Europe.
Tastes yummy.
Been learning about European bread and European pasta. In America and Canada, the West, we have all kinds of chemicals in there which will kill us that they've outlawed in Europe. In Europe, bread is like 3 items. In America, bread is 15 items.
But it's also the flour that they use, like just,
Absolutely.
It's all of that together.
But it's the preservatives and the whitening agents and the spongifiers. That stuff is what's really killing us.
Feel better, Christy. You know, I don't feel bad, but now I've got something in my eye. That's garbage truck.
Bailey will be barking right away.
Yeah. So on that note, you guys, we are going to say goodbye. Thanks for joining us today and joining in today. We like it when we have this interaction. It is fun. So you guys have a great day, and we will probably see you tomorrow. Bye.